Hello everyone, this is Gorax, and today we're gonna continue the series on how to build your heroes. This time around we're gonna go with the shadow heroes, as we already covered the wild team basically that you can build. And we'll kick off with Ozul, who is an exclusive hero for shadow faction, and we're gonna tell you and help you how to build him. Let's start quickly with what Ozul's skills do. His aura grants 45% attack in Grand Gladiator Arena, so it's only available in PvP. His passive is quite cool, and this is why I like the Shadow Heroes overall. When they deal damage, they gain Shadow Energy. They do not have Ultimate Energy, so any ultimate energy or haste doesn't work on them. Only attack speed, as it will increase the output of the auto attacks they do, meaning they gain more energy. He's also gained 1 stack of host imprint for every 50 shadow obtained, which goes to 5 stacks. It means that he increases his crit damage by 10% and defense penetration by 5%, so it's quite important to max that out as quickly as possible. So we want him to gain this shadow as much as possible. His battle skill is an AoE that will deal 330% attack damage, which is quite good, and he will gain 30 shadow energy. As you can see, it has initial recharge time and complete recharge time, so a little bit of haste will reduce that as well. But it's not recommended to build haste, as he will be gaining more energy through just auto attacking and hero supporting him. When he's in the demon form, and he will be in the demon form constantly if you play it right, he will deal 600% attack damage to enemies within 2 tiles and around the hero, and then gain 20 shadow energy. Now his ultimate is what's really powerful, as he will transfer into the demon in the designated area, which is the diamond shape area, and he will deal massive damage. Then he will gain an attack speed increase, which will be a 50%, and it cannot be dispelled, and damage reduction as well. So he will take less damage, and we can utilize him even as a tank against Continental Challenge bosses, and that's what we will do against most Continental Challenge bosses. Now, with the basic attacks, he will be splashing the damage around the target and deal basic attack damage increased by 200%, and also deal 750% attack necrotic damage to enemies within range on the impact. Okay, the hero consumes 10 shadow energy every second in the demon form and exits it when the shadow energy is depleted. This is why we will bring support heroes like Daphne, who will help generate the shadow energy, as well as Taldi, who is MVP. Now, when it comes to building him, the right method is basically putting as much attack speed on him as possible. You want to deal damage that will come through the auto attacks, and this is the main damage. You don't want him to return to human form. You want to keep him in the demon form constantly. So the best set for him is the Echo of War set, which will grant him 20% attack on two set bonus and 50% attack speed on the 3 set bonus. However, also, whenever basic attacks trigger a critical hit, the current damage dealt is increased by 10%. So if we put 3 of those, we will have a tremendous damage output. And when it comes to the substats, we're looking for crit rate, crit damage. We want to boost that 2 stats as much as possible, and crit and attack percentage where we can. Now, when it comes to the artifacts, Ozul has an exclusive artifact, but it's not as powerful as this one here. This is the best in-slot artifact for Ozul, as whenever he gains an energy, he will have an additional attack up for 10 seconds, which will equal to 1500 of the shadow energy gain. This will also help us to make him have the most attack on our team and help with Daphne's targeting. So this is why this artifact is so powerful. His exclusive artifact is not bad, but it's mostly PvP oriented, okay? He'll gain the crit rate resist and also increases the damage of Ozul basic attacks by 25% when he is in demon form. So you might think 25% when he's in the demon form and he does basic attacks, that's quite good. Well, in reality, this artifact just outdamages the other one, okay? The test been done by multiple content creators, so yeah, it works. So since this artifact gives us crit rate, we want crit rate on the gloves, but most of the time, on most of the heroes, we want Precious Carnage gauntlets as they will increase damage by 35% when the defense penalty is on the target. But with Shadow heroes, we don't want that. We want this. We want the Finality Admonition with crit damage. That's what we want because we have crit rate on the artifact, so it will be very easy to hit crit rate hit cap. And in here, the wearer deals 35% increased damage all the time. That's important. We deal that increased damage all the time. And he receives 35% increased ultimate up effect granted by other allies, but this does not work for Shadow heroes because they don't have ultimate energy. But he endures decreased recharge speed by 50%. This again does not affect Shadow heroes because they are not benefiting from recharge speed penalty. They do not generate this shadow energy like the other heroes do. So that's why we want these gloves. And when it comes to the runes, we want to focus on crit damage with crit rate and attack percentage, and here attack and crit rate and crit damage, depending how far away we are from this caps. And that's basically how you build Ozul. Now, obviously, the best supports for Ozul are Daphne, who will jump onto Ozul and boost his attack, granting him a percentage of her own attack, as you can see, equal to 35%. So that's quite huge. He will be just a force to reckon with. And truth to be told, beside Rook, I think Ozul is like top 3 single target and damage dealers, and he's not even bad when it comes to AoE because this auto attacks will splash. You supplement the team with Taldi that will wear other artifacts, but I'll go over the build for the other heroes in a separate video. So let me know if you're enjoying Ozul. I know most of you love the Shadow theme, but let me know if you have Ozul and if you're still aiming for Ozul, because I know some of you are still trying to get Ozul since the original Season 3 release.